Good morning, America, for our viewers in the West. Extreme heat and dangerous flooding, Little League legal drama, and we've got Georgia on our minds. Flash floods ripping through New Mexico again. Washing away homes, turning roads not just into rivers, but into rushing rapids. As 100 million Americans are on alert for dangerous heat, where it could feel like triple digits. Emergency workers preparing right now. Ginger is tracking it all.
Closed door meeting. New details on the Justice Department's 6-hour interview with Jeffrey Epstein's convicted co-conspirator and former girlfriend.
What kind of questions were they?
Now, Ghislaine Maxwell back for round 2 this morning. Ramping up pressure. The president making a rare visit to the Federal Reserve as he pushes Chair Jerome Powell to lower interest rates, while the two disagree publicly.
Yeah, I haven't heard that from anybody at the Fed.
It just came out.
Over the cost of the Fed's multi-billion-dollar renovation.
Flipping out. Bible! Why this 12-year-old was ejected from this Little League game and suspended for the state championship, and what the judge said when the family took the case to court.
Remembering superstar wrestler Hulk Hogan.
Hulkamania's running worldwide.
New details this morning on the sudden passing of the man who helped bring wrestling into the mainstream.
Look at this! He's I don't believe it!
Becoming a worldwide phenomenon as we look back at his life in the ring and complicated legacy out of it.
Takedown. An Army veteran and grandmother of 7 restraining an unruly passenger she says was trying to storm the plane's cockpit. Now she's telling her story.
Travis and Taylor like never before. The new pictures from Kelsey having the time of his life. Plus, our Deborah Roberts is having a great time in Savannah, Georgia this morning. Our 50 states in 50 weeks is in the Peach State with the Girl Scouts. And we can't get enough Savannah. The Savannah Bananas are here live. Lifting us into the weekend.
Live from ABC News headquarters in New York City, it's Friday. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America. I think we should try that dirty dance.
Yes,
move.
Definitely.
The lift.
Who's going to hold me up?
It's about the lift.
Well, who's going to hold me
You.
up?
Oh, yeah, no.
You think I'm
We
the one to
can
hold
do
me
it.
up?
We'll work together.
Yeah. Perfect.
First of all, I don't think we should try it at all.
Yeah.
How about that? Well, it's good to have you here, Joe. It's good to have Joe Buck here at the desk
Still
with us
here.
again. And for George, still here. And we're looking forward to having fun with the Savannah Bananas. If you don't know who they are, you can think of them as the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball. Obviously, they know who they are.
They know who they are, and we know who that is. That's Deborah Roberts with the Savannah, Georgia Girl Scouts. This
Yes.
is part of our 50 States in 50 Weeks, America the Beautiful series. We're in the Peach State this morning. Deborah Roberts is there in Savannah, which is home to the country's most beloved institution. One of them, the Girl Scouts. That's ahead. Always be prepared.
Yes, we've got Savannah overload, and now we begin with the extreme weather, dangerous flash floods in hard-hit parts of New Mexico, and the brutal heat reaching the East Coast. It will feel like triple digits up and down the I-95 corridor. As we head into the weekend, Ginger joins us with just how hot it will get. Good morning, Ginger.
Hey, good morning, Joe. We'll soar into the 90s today, but the feels likes from here in New York City back to Dallas will be above 100. I'll have more on the heat, but of course it is fueling in part the storms. And this morning, Kansas City is seeing 2-inch per hour rainfall rates, some flash flood warnings, and that was nothing compared to the pictures we've been seeing from New Mexico. This morning, flash floods inundating Ruidoso, New Mexico again. Another home washed away along the Rio Ruidoso River when monsoon rains fell on that burn scar from a fire in 2024, causing catastrophic mudslides. Streets disappearing under the raging floodwaters.
Our poor town.
Security footage capturing the river as the rain began to fall, the water growing quickly before overtaking the banks. It's the third week in a row that scenes like this have played out in the small mountain town. Dozens of homes and campers have been destroyed.
Oh no. and at least 3 people, including 2 children, have been killed. In the Midwest, the summer heat plus a cold front helping to fuel severe storms. Heavy rain and winds up to 60 miles per hour in the Chicago area, forcing a ground stop at O'Hare Airport.
I'd be worried about ground stops later here in the Northeast because storms with that front are going to break apart this heat. But before we get there, it's all about the hazy, hot and humid conditions from Philadelphia and Trenton, Princeton, all under extreme heat warnings. Wilmington, Delaware also. But some of those feels like Washington, D.C. will be 107. Boston will feel like 102. We've got heat advisories up to Portland. I mentioned those storms. They come through later this afternoon. I'd say after 4 p.m. Be ready for it. But that cold front blasts through with hazard number 1 being damaging wind. And Michael, I cannot emphasize enough that this heat is going to be expanding this weekend from St. Louis down to Savannah, Georgia, Atlanta as well, all the way through early next week. Michael.
All right, yes, thank you for that, Junior. Stay inside if you can, and if you are outside, make sure you hydrate. We're going to turn now to the Justice Department. Interviewing Jeffrey Epstein's convicted co-conspirator as the Trump administration faces pressure to release the Epstein files. Our chief investigative correspondent, Aaron Katersky, is in Tallahassee with the story. Good morning, Aaron.
And good morning to you, Michael. After answering questions for 6 hours, Ghislaine Maxwell is coming back here for a second day of this highly unusual encounter.
This morning, Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche has more questions for Jeffrey Epstein's former companion, Ghislaine Maxwell. Sources told ABC News Maxwell initiated the meeting as she appeals her conviction and tries to get out of a 20-year prison sentence. Her attorney told us she answered every question.
What kind of questions were there? Well, we don't want to get into the substance of the questions. There were a lot of questions, and we went all day, and she answered every one of them. She never just said, I'm not going to answer, never declined.
It's almost unheard of for a convicted sex trafficker to meet with such a high-ranking Justice Department official, especially one who used to be the president's top criminal defense attorney.
If this meeting were just to find out, does she have any information on anyone else who potentially should be indicted? Well, you would think that the Deputy Attorney General would have other prosecutors there with him who actually tried the case. He doesn't. And that does lead to the question, is this a legal meeting or is this a political meeting?
Maxwell was convicted of enabling Epstein's abuse of women and girls. Annie Farmer, who testified against her at trial, questioned why Maxwell was granted a meeting with the Deputy Attorney General.
It's very disappointing that these things are happening behind closed doors without any input from the people that the government asked to come forward and speak against her in order to put her away. You know, there were so many young girls and women that were harmed by her.
The meeting with Maxwell comes as the Justice Department tries to quiet calls from Senate Republicans to release more information about Epstein and his interaction with high-profile figures.
I want all the information out.
Just put everything out, make it as transparent as you can.
Release the damn files.
The Justice Department said earlier this month it planned to release no additional information, despite an earlier commitment to do so. The Wall Street Journal reports Attorney General Pam Bondi told President Trump in May his name was mentioned in the Epstein files multiple times, along with other high-profile people. Days before the article was published, Trump denied it.
Did she tell you at all that your name appeared in the file?
No, she's given us just a very quick briefing, and in terms of the credibility of the different things that they've seen.
Appearing in the files is not indicative of wrongdoing. The Journal reports Trump deferred to a decision by Bondi and Blanche to release nothing because the files also contain child pornography and information about victims. Blanche said he is seeking to learn from Maxwell whether anyone else committed crimes against victims, saying he will share what he learns from her at the appropriate time.
We're waiting to find out what was asked, how she responded, and whether Rebecca Ghislaine Maxwell made a specific pitch for clemency. Rebecca?
A lot of open questions there, Aaron. Okay, thank you. We're going to turn now to President Trump touring the Federal Reserve, pressing Fed Chair Powell on the cost of renovating the bank's headquarters and repeating his unusual call for the central bank to lower interest rates. Our chief White House correspondent, Mary Bruce, has the story. Good morning, Mary. Things got tense.
Yeah, they certainly did, Rebecca. Good morning. This was really a remarkable scene. Trump becoming the first president in nearly 20 years to visit the independent Fed, standing there side by side with the Fed chair who he's been attacking for months. The two squabbling now over the cost of the Fed's renovations. President Trump making a rare visit to the Federal Reserve as he ups the pressure on Chairman Jerome Powell to lower interest rates. For weeks, he's relentlessly attacked Powell, who Trump himself appointed. Now, a new tactic, calling into question the Fed's multi-billion-dollar renovations, which are hundreds of millions of dollars over budget. The president, with the cameras rolling, surprising Powell with a new higher price tag for the project. Powell pushing back, saying Trump is including the cost of construction that was completed 5 years ago.
It looks like it's about $3.1 billion. It went up a little bit, or a lot. So the 2.7 is now 3.1.
I'm not aware of that.
Yeah, it just came out.
Yeah, I haven't heard that from anybody at the Fed.
Yeah, it just came out.
Our notes had it about 3.1 as well.
3.1,
3.2. This came from us?
Yes. I don't know who does that.
You're including the Martin renovation. You just added
our entire capital.
Yeah, you just added in a third building. Is what that is. That's a third building.
Well, no, but it's a building that's being built.
No, it was built 5 years ago. We finished Martin 5 years ago.
It's part of the overall work.
But
it's
not new.
So we're going to take a look.
Trump then asked,
as a real estate developer, what would you do with a project manager who would be over budget?
Generally speaking, what would I do? I'd fire him.
But so far, Trump, who nominated Powell in 2017, has stopped short of that. His term is up in May. Asked what Powell could do to get him to back off his attacks.
Well, I'd love him to lower interest rates. But other than that, what can I tell you?
Now, asked why he doesn't just simply fire Powell, Trump said he doesn't think that's necessary, saying when it comes to lowering interest rates, he believes Powell is, quote, going to do the right thing. All this as Trump is heading to Scotland today for a trip that's a mix of business and personal. It comes as he's opening a new golf course at his resort there. Michael.
All right. Thank you so much for that, Mary. I'm going to turn now to a mid-air scare averted after a grandmother stopped a passenger who allegedly tried to storm the cockpit. Mola Lenghi has the story for us. Good morning, Mola.
Good morning, Michael. A scary moment when this passenger reportedly began charging the cockpit. That's when that grandmother of 7 sprung into action.
This is the fallout after a Georgia grandmother took down an unruly passenger she says was trying to storm the cockpit.
I felt like my life was in danger.
Nicole Pruitt was on Delta Flight 937 from Atlanta to Tucson last week when she said she noticed a woman repeatedly trying to enter the plane's cockpit.
I got her down on the ground. It wasn't hard to do because I think she wasn't even expecting it. And at that moment, I told the flight attendants, I said, could you please get some restraints for her? And I would say she was very strong. But my determination was even stronger.
The Army vet and grandmother to 7 grandchildren says her military training was crucial in de-escalating the incident.
I knew that I had to take care of myself at the end of the day.
The flight was rerouted back to Atlanta before redeparting for Tucson. The FAA confirming the woman was suffering from a medical emergency. Delta Airlines saying in a statement, Delta sincerely appreciates the actions of our crew and customers for de-escalating this situation. We apologize to our customers for the delay and thank them for their understanding.
Now, the plane ultimately landed safely. The passenger who reportedly caused the incident not being charged, Michael.
All right, and Mola, okay, thank you. Thank goodness that grandmother was there. Do not mess with grandma. That's the moral of that story. Thank you, Mola. Joe?
All right, thanks, Michael. Now to the Little Leaguer whose family fought in court to play in a state championship game last night. Will Reeve is here with the story. Good morning, Will.
Yeah, good morning, Joe. This story involves 2 American pastimes, baseball and litigation. The 12-year-old got tossed from a Little League game and suspended from the state championship, but his family challenged that ruling in court, and a ruling came down with just hours to go before the first pitch. This is the home run that caused a Little League legal drama. 12-year-old Marco Rocco's 2-run homer in his New Jersey Little League team state championship qualifying game wasn't the issue. It was his celebration. This bat flip deemed unsportsmanlike horseplay by the umpire.
He immediately came onto the field from home plate and grabbed the rest of it. They had a meeting with the rest of the umpires.
They're tossing him, but it counts. Rocco ejected from the game and suspended for the next one, the New Jersey State Championship.
He had to sit on the bleachers with his mom. He was visibly upset.
The Little League International Safety Code states at no time should horseplay be permitted on the playing field. Yet, Rocco's father pointed out, the organization itself has celebrated such over-the-top celebrations before on its own social media feeds.
The backflip to go with it.
So the Roccos took the case to court, seeking to reverse the suspension and allow Marco the chance to play.
If backflipping was that important under their rules, then it's something that probably should not be on their website as promoting. Rocco!
Just hours before last night's game, the Roccos won in court. Marco could play.
He can't get this game back. There's no amount of money in the world that's going to bring back whether or not he plays in the game.
Little League International released a lengthy statement saying in part, quote, "We respect the determination and judgment of the umpire who was disappointed or who was present and are disappointed the ruling contradicts the integrity of Little League International's value and rules." They also said they respected and upheld the decision of the court. Rocco got to play. His team lost 10-0. And there you go.
No.
Well,
That was that way. He got his money's worth. That was a big league bat flip.
That was like Jose Bautista.
Yeah, with Toronto. That was big time. But yeah, he got to play.
He did.
Speaking of big time baseball, by the way, Joe, there is a big weekend ahead for retired Yankees pitcher CC Sabathia. We took a look around the table and said, who could cover this?
Who better?
Who would be the right person?
Look,
Sam.
You know I love him. He's a friend of the show. That's right. CC Sabathia is being inducted into the Hall of Fame after 19 seasons in Major League Baseball, winning 251 games. I believe he's also a Cy Young Award winner. I think there are 6 Major League All-Star. How am I doing? Guys, how am I doing? I just wanted to get it all in there, CC. I'm sorry. But he, his ride kind of ran into what is it, when you strike out on the way. He posted this message on social media saying, car broke down on the way to Cooperstown. Anyone headed that way? Well, plenty of people were. And it didn't take long for him to get hooked up with a new ride.
That's
nice.
awesome.
Good to see.
Wow, that's my guy, too. I love CC.
He's awesome.
I know,
He's just great.
He's a good pal of yours. Congratulations, CC.
If he was on the side of the road till tomorrow, I'll pick him up because I'm on my way up there for his Hall of Fame induction, which he deserves. All right, we're going to turn now for a little feel-good Friday. Lara, you have that for us.
You know what? Let's feel good, everybody. Hopefully this will help. We have a baby setting a tough world record, but giving us a very happy update. Now, let me explain this. The folks at Guinness World Records have dubbed Nash Keane, this little guy, the world's most premature baby on the milestone of his first birthday. The little boy was born at 21 weeks. That's 133 days early, weighing in at under a pound. 10 ounces to be exact. But after spending 6 months in the neonatal intensive care unit in Iowa, Nash was healthy enough to go home. Mom says he's now very spunky, big personality, always smiling, and a world record holder. So, feel good?
Oh, that feels
accomplished. Good.
Nash is always smiling. He keeps us smiling this morning. Coming up here, we have the complicated legacy of Hulk Hogan.
Plus, the new fallout over that kiss cam moment seen around the world.
And Sam, there's going to be a new superhero showdown this weekend.
It's everything you want in a movie. A Fantastic Four is taking its first steps into theater and taking on the Man of Steel, a little blue alien. Who's going to win? It's like a wrestling match.
Stay there. We'll be right back.
And welcome back to GMA. There's a lot of excitement here in the studio this morning for the Savannah Bananas. Can't wait to see what tricks they bust out and catch up with the team.
Yes, we're very much looking forward to that. But first, new at 7:30, the U.S. is cutting short Gaza ceasefire talks, bringing its negotiating team back home. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff says that Hamas does not appear to be acting in good faith in the talks in Qatar. Israel also withdrew its negotiators. Hamas insists that it's been flexible. An Israeli official tells ABC News the talks have not collapsed, though gaps remain on a number of issues. Also, one of the 3 Ohio police officers shot in an ambush attack Wednesday has died from his injuries. Officer Philip Wagner was just 35 years old. Officer Brent Payne is recovering after surgery, and Officer Peter Gale was treated and released. The 28-year-old suspect was shot and pronounced dead at the scene.
Plus, take a look at this explosion in Arlington, Virginia. A parked car erupted in flames, which spread to at least 3 other vehicles. The fire department.
Whoa!
Yeah, they said the fuel tank of that car first car somehow ruptured, which caused the blast. Thankfully, no one was injured. Yes.
Thank goodness.
Oh, yeah. And this morning, we're celebrating the life of smooth jazz pioneer Chuck Mangione. 14-time Grammy nominee and 2-time winner, Mangione released the album Feels So Good in 1977. I mean, that song right there in itself was my childhood. And yep, it quickly went double platinum. Chuck Mangione was 84 years old. And now we're going to turn to remembering Hulk Hogan, the professional wrestling superstar who crossed over into Hollywood and politics, died Thursday at the age of 71 after reportedly suffering cardiac arrest. Larry's here with a look at his life and his very complicated legacy, Larry.
Yeah, Michael, good morning. So Sports Illustrated once wrote that Hulk Hogan is to pro wrestling what Babe Ruth was to baseball. And there is no question about that. Hulk would often remark that the role of Hulk made him a much better person than he would have been otherwise.
There he is, Hulkamania.
With his shaggy blonde mane, signature mustache, and propensity to rip off his shirt for the sold-out crowd, Hulk Hogan catapulted wrestling out of dusty gyms and body slammed it into the mainstream.
I can't imagine this is like going to the mountaintop 1,000 times over. I feel the energy. Hulkamania is running worldwide.
Winning 12 world championships on the mat in his 35-year career.
Hulkamania is alive! Hulkamania is real!
And earning legions of fans all over the world. As he once told GMA,
people all across the country in the airports and just everywhere I go, from the 7-Elevens to the small shopping centers, they recognize me.
born Terry Jean Bollea in Augusta, Georgia, Hogan was teased for being fat as a kid before becoming a wrestler and a baseball player in high school.
From Venice Beach, California, weighing 320 pounds.
In 1979, he joined Vince McMahon's World Wrestling Federation, taking on the persona of Hulk Hogan.
I don't know too much about this guy, but I got a feeling we're all going to hear and learn an awful lot about him.
And just 2 years later, Hollywood came calling.
Oh my God.
The ultimate male versus the ultimate meatball.
Facing off against Sylvester Stallone in Rocky III.
You're in trouble, man.
But wrestling would remain his true love. Hogan was the main draw at the first WrestleMania in 1985, tag teaming with Mr. T.
He got him!
His rivalries, so memorable.
Fee, fi, fo, fum, Andre. 1 long year, and your time has come, man.
From Andre the Giant.
Look at this! He's slammed it! I don't believe it!
To The Rock. And in the mid-2000s, Hogan opted to show a softer side of his personality, starring with his family in the reality series Hogan Knows Best.
I'm perfect. I'm fine. I'm ready to rock.
I think you need to rest.
It's just hard to comprehend not wrestling once in a while.
I just don't want you to get hurt because I want you to be around for the kids.
But 1 month after the show finished, Linda, his wife of 24 years, filed for divorce, blaming Hogan for having an affair with their daughter's close friend. Hogan, a revered character in the wrestling world, but outside of the ring, Terry Bollea proved to be a flawed man, mired in controversy, admitting to steroid use while in the WWE. Then in 2016, Hogan was initially awarded $140 million in damages by a jury after winning an invasion of privacy lawsuit against the media company Gawker, which had published sex tapes of him. The company later settling with Hogan for $31 million. During that trial, a recording came to light where Hulk used a racial slur and said, "I guess we're all a little bit racist," referring to his daughter's then boyfriend, who was black. He later apologized for those remarks and called it the biggest mistake of his life.
It was wrong. I'm embarrassed by it. I was at the lowest point of my life. My personal life was destroyed. If everybody at their lowest point was judged on one thing they said, it'd be a sad world. People get better every day. People get better.
The WWE fired Hogan after the recording of the racial slur leaked, but he would later return for special events, including his final appearance this past January. In recent years, Hogan entering the political arena, introducing Donald Trump at the 2024 Republican convention.
Let Trumpomania run wild, brother!
Paramedics were called to Hogan's Florida home on Thursday after he went into cardiac arrest. His family announcing the wrestler's death, saying, "It is with a heavy heart and deep sadness that we confirm we have lost a legend." Hulk Hogan was 71 years old. And he leaves behind a wife, 2 children, and 2 grandchildren. And in case you were wondering, yes, he did model his character of Hulk Hogan after Marvel's Incredible Hulk and the TV show from the 1980s, one of his favorites.
All right, definitely. Thank you.
Now with a superhero showdown at the movies, the Fantastic Four First Steps is flying into theaters to take on Superman. And Sam is back with the battle of the summer blockbusters. Sam.
You even wore the blue.
I did.
And weren't they great yesterday when
great.
they were all
Yes.
in the studio? All right, okay, that's right. One of the big debuts we've been waiting for. Marvel's first family is going up against the Man of Steel and trying to crush the dinosaurs, if you will, of Jurassic Park World Rebirth. Yeah. This morning, it's a fantastic weekend brewing at the box office as Marvel's first family prepares for a superhero-sized premiere.
We will face this together as a family.
The Fantastic Four First Steps is expected to rake in more than $200 million worldwide. The retro-inspired reboot starring Pedro Pascal, Vanessa Kirby, Joseph Quinn, and Eben Moss-Bacharach, who took over GMA on Thursday, is hoping to clobber the competition.
The clobbering time? Oh, yeah.
But are the blue jumpsuits kryptonite for Superman?
Eyes up here.
Soaring into week 3 of its release.
We found it? No, it found us.
And the dinosaurs are not extinct just yet. Jurassic World Rebirth remains hungry to take a bite out of the box office. This is the summer for blockbusters in theaters. Lilo and Stitch became the first film of the year to cross the $1 billion mark. As theaters prove they can pack the seats by premiering exclusive teaser trailers ahead of blockbusters, like the highly anticipated Avatar: Fire and Ash, dropping overnight, and Christopher Nolan's new film, The Odyssey. Theaters also offering limited edition collectibles. This massive Fantastic Four Galactus LED popcorn bucket is already sold out. And after flexing the biggest screen, IMAX announcing this was the highest grossing quarter ever in North America, driven by a record number of made-for-IMAX releases like Sinners, Mission Impossible, and F1 the movie.
You're just worried I'm quicker than you. Hi, I'm Sonny.
So one way theaters are getting people to come out and make it a blockbuster summer is really selling them on the idea that come see this movie in IMAX. You have a great TV at home, but this is even better than you can have.
Oh, it looks so good. They may be sold out, but we actually have one here. Can you play the trailer again just so I can have my popcorn and watch? Fantastic Four First Steps will also be shown in IMAX theaters. And here's a bonus for everyone going to see the movie this weekend. You'll get to see an exclusive first trailer for Avatar: Fire and Ash. Now, you probably won't get your hands on the Galactus bucket because they tell us that they are sold out. This thing is massive, by the way, but it really is kind of cool.
There's a lot of questions about who modeled for that, whose face that looks like.
You think it looks like Sam?
Noting the blue eyes and the chiseled
I just have to say one thing on my last day here. I know that my sons, Blake and Wyatt, are watching this. Daddy cannot get this through security at LaGuardia in 3 hours. This is staying here. Cannot get this.
Yeah, fair.
Get ahead of it.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys. Now, with our play of the day and our 50 States in 50 Weeks series, Deborah Roberts is in Savannah, Georgia, one of my favorite cities and the birthplace of the Girl Scouts. And right now, we are talking cookies and maybe snacking. Hey, Deb.
Hey, Laura, cooking and snacking and humidity. Let's face it, we're in Georgia. But the Girl Scouts, of course, we love the cookies, right? But the Girl Scouts are about so much more than those cookies. It actually began, the organization started here about 100 years ago with Juliet Gordon Lowe, who gathered together 18 young women, and it was all about empowerment and skill building and trying to give those girls something to hope for. And then, of course, along the way came those famous cookies, which we all love so much.
Deborah, we need you to tell us how big of an impact those Girl Scout cookies really make. Will you share that with us?
Yeah, well, what's so interesting, Lara, and I don't think I remembered this, and I was a Girl Scout, but the cookie tradition actually began in World War I when the girls would send a care package over to the soldiers of cookies. And of course, after that, it took off, and now the cookie part of the Girl Scouts has become a $800 million industry, and of course, we all think about that, but it's also about building entrepreneurial skills and confidence. I remember being a Girl Scout and standing outside the Piggly Wiggly girls trying to sell cookies, being so shy, and my older sister jumped in and helped me find my confidence. So it's all about confidence building and so much more, but that is one of the biggest tradition. But we have cookies here. My favorite are trefoils. I think we sent some to you all. What are your favorites?
Oh, we're enjoying them, Deborah.
Rebecca and I are
Thank you.
splitting the Thin Mints.
No, but Michael's the expert. Michael can tell you everything about every one of them.
Oh, Samoas are my favorite.
Yeah.
Ventrifuls are a close second. They are kind of new.
There's kind of no
Thin
bad
Mints,
answer.
you
Those
can't beat a Thin
trefoils.
Mint.
Deborah, thank you for sharing
you can't
that.
Beat a Thin Mint. And it really is, it's amazing how you do remember, I don't know if you were a Girl Scout, but you remember those, it's pivotal, that time in your life. So thank you so much.
I remember selling enough to spend a night with my troop in a hotel. It was so cool. We'll have more from Deborah and the Girl Scouts in Georgia in our next hour. Also ahead, get ready for the Savannah Bananas. I just ate a cookie.
Right.
They're going to show us their trick play. We'll be right back.
Good morning, America. It's 8 a.m. Flash floods ripping through New Mexico again, washing away homes, turning roads not just into rivers, but into rushing rapids. As 100 million Americans are on alert for dangerous heat, where it could feel like triple digits. Emergency workers preparing right now. Ginger is tracking it all.
Fans falling in love with never-before-seen photos of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce as they go Instagram official. We've got more details ahead in Pop News.
Plus, get ready to board that morning train to Georgia. 50 states in 50 weeks is taking a bite out of the Peach State, home to history and the world-famous Girl Scouts. Deborah Roberts, a former Scout herself, is in her home state.
And get ready to flip out over Banana Ball. A miraculous double trick play to end the inning. The Savannah Bananas are everywhere, playing for sold-out stadiums around the country. And now, get ready for a bunch of fun. They're joining us live in our studio as we dance into the weekend. And they say, Good morning, America!
Hey, baby. Ooh, ha, I wanna know.
Live from ABC News headquarters in New York City, it's Friday. Good morning, America.
Oh, you can hear it in the background. Banana Ball is taking over the studio this morning. And also, Joe is taking over the studio. He's in for George. And, you know, you just took your family to see the Savannah Bananas. I'm thinking about going. How is it?
It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
We went on Saturday night. There's pictures with my kids. Got to take pictures with some of the players. It was a great show. I can't wait to see what they're going to do here on GMA this morning.
Hopefully it's safe for morning television.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, it is. I promise.
Okay.
It's good. It's all good.
It was very cute to see your boys. I love the banana with the sunglasses. Yeah. We're going from the Savannah Bananas to Savannah, Georgia. That is where our Deborah Roberts is for our 50 States in 50 Weeks event. Georgia is the birthplace of Martin Luther King Jr., Jimmy Carter, and the Girl Scouts. Those young women with Deborah are the latest in a long line of Scouts who've donned that famous sash for more than 100 years. We'll have more coming up.
A lot of great things coming out of Georgia. But first, we have a look at the top stories breaking at 8, starting with the extreme weather, including the brutal heat as we head into the weekend and dangerous flash floods in hard-hit parts of New Mexico. Let's go back to Ginger, who is tracking it all for us. Good morning again, Ginger.
Hey, good morning, Michael. There's a front that's trying to break some of that heat apart in the Midwest, and that's why we've got 2-inch per hour rainfall rates happening for parts of I-70 or 35 in Kansas and Missouri. Kansas City has had flash flood warnings this morning, but it was the monsoon storms on a burn scar again hitting Ruidoso, New Mexico.
This morning, flash floods inundating Ruidoso, New Mexico again.
Another home washed away along the Rio Ruidoso River when monsoon rains fell on that burn scar from a fire in 2024, causing catastrophic mudslides. Streets disappearing under the raging floodwaters. Security footage capturing the river as the rain began to fall, the water growing quickly before overtaking the banks. It's the third week in a row that scenes like this have played out in the small mountain town. Dozens of homes and campers have been destroyed.
Oh no.
And at least 3 people, including 2 children, have been killed. In the Midwest, the summer heat plus a cold front helping to fuel severe storms. Heavy rain and winds up to 60 miles per hour in the Chicago area, forcing a ground stop at O'Hare Airport.
I'm concerned that we will see ground stops here in the Northeast later this afternoon and tonight because that cold front will come to break apart this heat. The hot, hazy conditions with heat advisories from Portland, Maine, all the way down to Myrtle Beach, but also back still in St. Louis and parts of Dallas are also in heat advisories. What happens with this heat, though, in the Northeast will end up that cold front, right? Hazard number 1 is dangerous winds. Those damaging winds come through 60 mile per hour, I'd say after 4 p.m. Be ready and have 2 ways of getting warnings all through Connecticut and Rhode Island, New Jersey, you're in there, Philadelphia too. And I do want to mention that the heat doesn't stop today for millions of people from Little Rock over to, say, Jacksonville, Florida, Atlanta next week. We will be talking about this, Rebecca, all the way through next Wednesday at least.
Wow, a lot to watch out for, and we appreciate you keeping us on top of it, Ginger. Thank you. We're going to turn now to the warning about summer scams and why experts say summer is prime time for scams. Will Reeve is back with what consumers need to know. Hey, Will.
Yeah, hey, good morning, Rebecca. Good morning, everybody. So summer's a time when a lot of us get out of our routines. There's more relaxing, more traveling. The kids are all over the place and so on. So lost in that summer shuffle can be our attention to details like checking our credit card statements frequently enough, which is why experts say summer is a prime time for scammers to take advantage. The Federal Trade Commission wants you to look out for SPF, scams, phonies, and frauds. When trying to avoid the latest travel, rental car, and timeshare scams, they remind consumers never pay for prize vacations. They say no legitimate company would ask you to pay for a prize, and to use credit cards for travel spending if possible because it makes it easier to dispute any potential fraudulent charges than it would be if you paid with cash or used a debit card. Now, Sean Piles from NerdWallet's Smart Money podcast says job scams are also common right now with people looking for work in the fall. And if you think a job listing sounds too good to be true, it probably is. That includes postings that are promising a high salary that might not match the amount of work. He also says beware of any red flags like postings or texts that ask you to send them money or to work there or share personal information like your social security number in order to apply. So just stay alert always.
Yeah, but it's still, when my friend emails me and says that their passport's been stolen and they need a bunch of money, I should still send that, right?
You know what? I haven't asked the FTC about that.
Okay, all right.
I would imagine just verify everything.
Okay, all right. Thanks, Will. Now to new fallout this morning from the concert kiss cam that went viral. The woman in the video resigning. Rhiannon Alley is here with more. Good morning.
Good morning. You've seen this video, right?
1,000 times.
Yes, I think everyone has seen it. It was the kiss cam video seen around the world. It has now cost the 2 people on it their jobs. Kristen Cabot resigning from her position as head of human resources for Astronomer a week after she was caught cuddling on camera with her boss at a Coldplay concert near Boston. Andy Byron, seen in that video as well, stepped down as CEO of the company a few days ago. Both are married to other people. The video of them trying to hide their faces when they realized they were on camera went viral pretty immediately. And so did versions mocking the moment, such as the Philly fanatic getting caught there on the kiss cam with another mascot during a recent Phillies game. You see, turning away from the camera, just like the former CEO and the head of HR. And despite pretty intense public interest and scrutiny, neither Cabot nor Byron have spoken publicly about this incident, but it just doesn't seem to be going anywhere.
No, boy, did that catch fire. Okay, Thank you, Rhiannon. Appreciate that. Coming up in our GMA Morning Menu, Deborah Roberts has the history of Savannah, Georgia, the stories you know and the ones you don't, as we visit the Peach State for our 50 States and 50-week series.
Also ahead, Travis Kelce going Instagram official with Taylor Swift. The brand new photos are coming up in Pop News.
Plus, Lori Bergamotto is here with the right stuff. And this morning, I'm sharing some of my own favorite picks with all of my must-haves for Life on the Road. And Lara and Sam are going bananas, guys.
Yes,
Okay.
look at that.
All
We
right.
are official.
Here we go.
These guys brought us new jerseys.
Awesome.
Now it's time that we earn these jerseys.
Okay.
All right, guys, ready? Show us the moves.
All right,
3, 2, 1.
A bright, sunny Friday morning. We are back now with our 50 States in 50 Weeks series, and Deborah Roberts is going back to her roots in her home state of Georgia. She's in Savannah this morning, where the Girl Scouts were first founded. Hey, Deborah.
Hey, Rebecca, and we're doing our best to look cool, even though we may be a little warm. I grew up just a little north of here years ago, and I have to tell you, it's such a kick to be back in the state and to be in Savannah, the birthplace of the Girl Scouts, as you say. I spent some time with some of these gals yesterday. They updated me on the pledge, the slip knots, and everything at the Juliette Gordon Low Birthplace Museum, and it brought back so many memories for me.
Phyllis Neffler, Troop Beverly Hills.
Whether finding their competitive spirits with a hapless leader in the 80s cult classic Troop Beverly Hills, or an unlikely one like Viola Davis's Miss Raylene in Troop Zero,
Just setting yourself up for your little heart to get broke.
No, set myself up to change my whole life.
girls and scouting are at the core of so many warm American memories. The Girl Scouts have been a shining embodiment of sisterhood for more than a century, since the organization came to life in Savannah, founded by Juliette Gordon Low.
Women can't even vote in 1912, and she looks around and says, we can do better for our girls.
18 girls together, ready to trailblaze paths of courage, confidence, and character.
Why do you think it took off? What was that hunger for girls to be able to do something like this?
I think it's two things. I think it is that girls were looking for opportunities, of course. We all want to be strong. We all want to be self-sufficient. But I think the other thing is that it was a moment in the country when people, lots of people, but particularly women, were saying, how can we make this place better for everybody?
Today's U.S. Girl Scouts, more than 2 million of them, continue that legacy, including Taylor Swift, Venus Williams, and former First Lady Michelle Obama. I, too, proudly claim a piece of that legacy, along with 5 of my sisters. We were all Girl Scouts. To this day, I remember the pledge.
On my honor, I will try to serve God and my country.
All Girl Scouts learn key tasks from STEM to outdoor essentials, getting badges along the way, the most prestigious being the Gold Award. Ellis Greer created spaces for people with disabilities.
I actually have a cousin with Down syndrome and autism, and so I kind of wanted to bring him into this and kind of do it in his name.
Paris Wilson was about not tying stations.
I recognized me and my fellow troop members. During our downtime, we felt that there was more that we could be doing, and the response so far has been great.
Okay, so show me, girls.
I wondered if I still remembered a thing or two.
Impressive.
They say once a Girl Scout, always a Girl Scout. And of course, I remember the pledge. Being amongst these girls has been so special. And I'm also here joined this morning by Ebony Haskins, who is a troop leader and a lifetime Girl Scout member. And, you know, I look at it and I think about the tradition, but the uniforms have changed since I wore one. How have you blended the old and the new today?
So it's always nice to be able to instill the legacy in today's changing economics and culture, and that's all that has changed. We still uphold the traditions of the 4 pillars, and we continue to just modernize it and make sure that everything is being girl-led.
Yeah, all about courage and confidence and character. Yes. And I had a chance to look at some of the patches and things like that the girls have.
Yes, so we are actually going to pin you because you refilled the requirements of the birthplace. Oh! And on behalf of the Girl Scouts of Historic Georgia, we are going to pin you with your birthplace pin.
Oh my goodness, thank you. Well, I'm renewed now as a Girl Scout member, and on behalf of GMA, I'm going to present you with a GMA pin. And girls, we have some for you too coming up a little later on. From Girl Scouts to all kinds of things, peaches and so much in the state of Georgia, and also tastes that you just won't believe. Can you say pralines? when we come back.
Yes, please. Yes, please, Deborah. And I bet Deborah got all the badges as a Girl Scout.
Oh, no doubt.
All right, time now for Pop News with you,
Yes,
Lara.
absolutely.
Another
Rebecca.
Girl Scout among us.
Yeah, indeed. And a brownie, loved every minute of it. Hey, we're going to begin with some fantastic news about the hottest movie of the summer. Of course, I'm talking about the Fantastic Four: First Steps. It arrives in theaters today. We, as you may have heard, there they are. We had the cast here live on Good Morning America yesterday. Everybody loved talking to them. Apparently their connection, their charisma was just overwhelming. And Rotten Tomatoes agrees. This morning we can now say that they're officially certified as fresh. Critics giving it an incredible 88% on the site.
Nice.
That is not easy to do on Rotten Tomatoes. Deadline also has given its review praising the charismatic cast, calling the movie satisfying and stylish. And last night, Pedro Pascal, Joseph Quinn, Evan Moss Backrack, and Herbie the Robot all showed up for a Fantastic Four pop-up here in New York City, hanging out with fans, giving everyone a little glimpse into their fictional headquarters. The Fantastic Four: First Steps is out now in theaters everywhere. That is happening this weekend.
Wow.
Very fun.
That's gonna be great.
So excited. Hey, also popping this morning, I don't know for sure, but I think it's getting serious.
What?
Travis Kelce giving the truest signal that Taylor Swift may in fact be the one. Yes, they have gone Instagram official, everybody. Travis, big move.
That was a long time.
He posted, I mean, listen.
It's a thing, Joe. It's a thing.
I know, but it's been like 9 years they've been going
You know
out.
what? I'm with you, Joe. I thought we figured it out by
We're
now.
not past this stage right now.
Listen, I think it's leave him alone. I love this couple.
No, I know. I'm not making fun. I'm not making fun. I am not making fun.
But
We don't want the Swifties against us. We
No.
love them.
I'm happy.
You are
Yes.
the Chiefs.
Good for them.
Travis is a big guy. We love you guys. And listen, he posted really great pictures of his love of nearly 2 years. This is the first time that he has ever acknowledged Taylor on his Instagram, sharing several photos of their life together in the off season, some alone, some with family, some with friends. And Travis writes in the caption, had some adventures this off season, kept it 100. Travis now back in Kansas City in Chiefs training camp, getting ready for the season. You can also catch his cameo appearance in Happy Gilmore 2. It begins streaming today on Netflix.
He was great. He's a great.
He's actually a very good actor. He's been in a few things.
Did we look for is there a...
I don't think you need a ring when you have Instagram.
We just figured out. We just got him Instagram official, which is surprising.
Yeah.
Don't throw the ring in there yet, Sam. Hold on.
Okay, I'm excited.
Finally, this morning, involves you. Yeah, and really important news you can use. So this is a trend that promises to deliver the perfect candid photo. These ladies do not have dresses that are too tight. They are doing something that gets you the best candid photos. This has gone viral. This method's gone viral on social media. Thousands of people trying it.
Yeah.
So the idea is to bounce or trot together with whoever you want to be in a photo with. The result hopefully coming out as really natural looking.
Right.
Several techniques are being used. There's one called the Giddy Gallop. We didn't try that one. Sam and I tried it this morning.
How did we do?
We did the silly shuffle. And here are the results. So does it work? Here are the results.
Okay, here are the results.
So do we have... Okay.
Do we have the... Oh, that does look... Wow. Oh. Your hair is bouncy. It looks good.
Bouncing and behaving.
Yeah.
So I guess the idea is to not look so posy, more natural. I hope you all will try it out this weekend.
We'll go see a bunch of people on the sidewalk in New York City. That's really...
But if I had a still shot of that, you'd look amazing.
Exactly.
Man, I am officially old.
Sam, I mean, Joe, this is news. This is news you can use.
Okay, yes,
and
please.
I expect to see your candidates this weekend. And that, everyone, is Pop News on
Great job, Larry. Happy Friday. It's time now for the right stuff with our girl, Lori Bergamotto, and our guy, Joe Buck. And this morning, you're sharing some of your favorite picks with us, and something I've seen you in quite a bit, and I've always wondered why are these your favorite? Why are Jordan's your favorite?
It's easy. I just declared it to the world. I'm old. So if I'm old, what can I do to maybe look a little bit younger? Wear Jordans.
Bam. There you go. It works.
Simple.
It actually does.
Well, and these are not just any Jordans. These are the Air Jordan 1 SE. So fresh take on the 1985 classic, right? And it elevates your whole style.
Yeah.
Isn't that the SE?
You can wear them with a suit. And
There you
look
go.
Cool.
And the SE is special edition.
Yeah.
So you get that Nike comfort, you get all of those great Nike qualities, but you can get them in like these are canvas.
That's
I heard you
canvas.
said,
That's
oh,
really
this
cool.
is
It's
nice.
not my size.
You're
That's
getting
the
those,
only problem.
those
won't
quality.
fit you?
No, it's only
Maybe
half
we
of
put
my
two
shoe.
of them
actually.
together. That's like
Well,
more
that's not even half of my
But they make them
shoe.
for men and women, and today they actually have a special 20% off coupon on their site. So definitely check those out.
All right,
Even
Joe,
better.
this is how you stay hydrated
This
and
is
caffeinated.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, who doesn't need this? First of all, it fits in a cup holder.
Which I love.
Secondly, hot, cold, whatever.
Are you more of a hot drinker or cold drinker?
I'm a hot drinker.
Okay, so that is why we love these from Stanley. We've got this cafe to-go mug up here, and that has that double lid, which you probably have never spilled anything on your beautiful suits,
no,
right?
Never.
And that is probably why.
Yes.
And then also with hydration, we've got these Quencher Pro Tour.
Yeah.
These are new now. Yeah, you
They
know.
call them
Got-
Pro Tour?
They do.
Okay.
They do. And they have the flip straw. They have 25,000 five-star reviews. And then these guys over here are the shakers. So if you have like a protein powder or something, do you use anything to keep
Margarita.
All right. Well, on that note, definitely check out these.
Yeah, that's
Stanleys.
another way to stay hydrated.
Yeah, I mean,
all right. Hey, how do you stay organized when you travel? That's why you like this bag, right?
I do. And this, my sister got this for me for Christmas. Normally her gifts are not that great, but she got this for me. And it's got the little shoe pouches. You fold it up. This turns into this.
This is fantastic.
It's genius.
Yeah, that's a
This
good
is
one.
from Half Day, you guys. And like Joe said, they say you can carry 3 to 5 days worth of clothes in here.
As
and no
long as you wear the
wrinkles.
same thing.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. But no wrinkles, which is the genius
First of all,
it all.
3 to 5 days, one pair of shoes, I got the whole thing filled up.
Well, they also have like laptop exterior pockets, there's shoe pockets. So this is really great for travel. I can see why you love it. And there's a special GMA code for that today.
You're on the road all the time, Joe. This is how you get the shut eye?
Yeah, this. Yeah, I am to the point now in my life. Earplugs are jammed into my ears.
Okay.
This thing is on my face to give me a chance to go to sleep.
So, and these things are great. They are under $10, these sleep masks from Amazon, and they have 25,000 five-star reviews because they're really good. Are you a side sleeper?
I am.
Okay, these are great for side sleepers, as are these from Cushion Lab. Go ahead and give that a little squeeze, you guys. That is a Joe Buck special.
That is, I'm a pillow snob.
Cloud-like support.
I'm a pillow snob.
And look at how it packs up, a quarter of the size. So this is great. I'm sure you bring this on planes, but also a Cushion Lab pillow. Can't beat it, just like can't beat Joe Buck.
So how'd I do?
You did great, Joe. You did great. You look very rested.
Thank
and
you.
we're going to take your advice. And, all these products, they're on our website, and they're shoppable there, so make sure you check it out. And coming up, the Savannah Bananas are taking over the studio.
Welcome back to GMA, live from New York City.
And here's a fly ball into center field. D.R. Meadows camping under. Oh, we got rid of the glove and a flip and a catch. Unbelievable. D.R. Meadows with a tip of the cap. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy.
That is what you call banana ball. And those are the Savannah Bananas, and they join us now. So come on out, guys. Dalton, Maceo, Jackson, Ryan, Kyle, Biggie.
Oh my God. Well, that didn't go
Ty and Jesse Cole and Split, the Savannah Bananas mascot. I'll be honest with you, I didn't know all that was gonna have you scared me. Y'all scared me a little bit, man.
All right, let's go.
So Jesse, I'm going to start with you. You are the owner and creator of Banana Ball, and there's always something new. How do you keep coming up with the things that you all do?
Well, every night we want to do things people have never seen before on a baseball field. So these guys are unbelievably talented performers, entertainers, and we spend every week on new ideas. So we get inspiration from everywhere. Watching social media, from Cirque du Soleil, WWE, you name it. We're trying to get the craziest ideas and put them on the field and see what we can do.
I think it's fair to say, though, Jesse, this did not happen overnight. This has been a process.
It's been a wild journey. You know, when we first started, we only sold a handful of tickets, and it was we were in a tough spot. But we focused on the experience. You know, we named the company Fans First Entertainment. Every decision to make it fans first, and to show fans things they've never seen and entertain them nonstop. And we changed the rules. I mean, banana ball, fans catching foul balls for outs, nonstop entertainment.
Wait, I want you to say that again, because I love that. Somebody just fouls a ball into the seats, and if the fan in the seats makes the catch, the batter is out.
100%.
That is so
pitchers love it. These hitters don't like it that much, I'll tell you that. But it gets the fans involved, and that's the whole key. We want the fans to always want more and always be tuned in, never want to leave the game early.
Well, thank you for getting us involved, by the way, with our jerseys. We're loving this. Ty, I got to ask you, because you played college ball. What did you think when Jesse came to you with this idea?
I mean, he's brilliant, I've always had a thing for baseball, and I've always had a thing for entertaining people and put them together. I mean, perfect, banana ball.
Was there a moment where you were like, really?
I mean, I think we say that every day, but if it's normal, do the opposite. If it's normal, do the opposite, and that's what we do.
No,
and we
but
live for
I
that.
sort of feel like you have to be all in, which you are. It's been so fun having you behind the scenes this morning. I have a question for Maceo, but I just want to ask Jesse, because I grew up with the Harlem Globetrotters. Were they an inspiration to you personally? Because you get the vibe of that. It's so energetic.
To an extent. I mean, I think we looked at the game of baseball and saw there's opportunities to make it more fun, more entertaining. And so, yes, the Globetrotters do crazy things, but every game, what's different than us is that we have a completely different script, brand new things, and then you never know who's going to win. The game is extremely competitive, and as we go into a league and have more games, I think that's a huge difference between the Globetrotters.
Well, does everything that you practice or you think when you change up, does everything work out when you're actually out there in the middle of a...
No.
Okay, I mean, you guys are good if it always works out.
The living piñata failed. I mean, we've had horse head races. We've had a lot of things that haven't worked, but that's part of the fun. It's live entertainment.
So Maceo, where's Maceo?
Right here.
So you're the choreographer.
I am.
So how do you come up with all this crazy stuff?
Well, I grew up in a dance studio, like bass, so a lot of experienced dancers. So all I gotta do is just dim it down. I follow the KISS method. Keep it simple. Silly. That's all I need.
Nice.
Ziggy, you're sitting there with the bat.
Yep.
You're known for your bat tricks. Without hurting equipment and any of us here, can we?
Absolutely.
Let's go.
Let's see what we got.
Okay.
I was going to be looking at it from that perspective.
I was like, thank you for doing it that way, man.
And he does that right before a pitch is coming. You do that in the batter's box.
Every at bat.
The amazing thing to me, and I was saying this to Jesse before we came back from commercial, if I were a pitcher and I finally got a fly ball to end an inning and a guy's doing a flip and then he drops it, I'm mad. Do these guys, I mean, you got to kind of just go with the flow. Like there's baseball, there's showmanship, there's the circus factor, there's everything involved. So you just kind of have to give that up a little bit, don't you?
Well, I think our number one goal is to be the greatest show in sports. And so we're going to go for things, and sometimes we're going to fail. But fans will know we'll go back for it. And these guys are so talented that every day they're practicing, rehearsing, doing things, trick plays that are unbelievable, that they make a lot more than they miss, I'll tell you that.
And you guys keep track of how many trick plays have been made.
Oh, yeah. We got some of the best here. I mean, you look at the glove magician right here who set the record for most ever trick plays. I mean, they're doing 100-plus trick plays a year. It's impressive.
That's pretty cool.
But you know what's really, you're all incredible athletes. And you say, well, you're talented in so many ways. And Dalton, you're actually a songwriter and singer. You've written pop songs, you've done all this stuff. How do you get involved with a group like this?
Yeah, so in 2019, I was just in college playing ball. I really didn't even sing that much. I just had a guitar. I did not know how to play. I got hurt, a little pitching injury. And I was like, you know what, if I can't play baseball, I got to figure out something else to do. So I started learning how to play guitar for YouTube, started posting cover songs. And in 2019, Jesse hit me up, and I thought he was the coach. He's like, it was on Twitter, he's like, Dalton, saw some of your videos, love what you're doing, would love to have you down here to do baseball and entertainment. And I was like, I never heard bananas. And I was like, hey, coach, yeah, that'd be awesome. And he was like, just like, you know, I'm not a coach. And I was like, yeah, sorry, coach. He's like, well, you know, again, I'm not the coach. And then I couldn't go that summer during the CPL, but he was like, all right, well, stay in touch. And he hit me up my senior year, and he's like, Dalton, you got to come down here. It'd be the most fun you ever had playing baseball. And I was like, all right. Went down there, and like he said, it was the most fun I've ever had playing ball. And I've been back to my 5th season now. So
that's
yeah.
Wow. How do you get a job as a Savannah Banana? Like, what's the process?
Well, we have auditions. I mean, right now, there's over 1,000 players who've reached out. Minor league guys, pro guys. A lot of people don't realize. I mean, we have first-round picks, second-round picks. It's high-level baseball, but you got to be able to entertain and put the fans first. So we have auditions. You got to send videos of dancing, singing, entertainment, plus trick plays. We want to see things that people have never seen before in a baseball field. To give you an example, we have a player on stilts, and it's all those things like hitting and pitching on stilts. No one's ever seen that before.
No.
And that's what we're always looking for, and that's what these guys can do every night on the field.
Well, I'm just curious, Maceo. You can do flips, huh?
Oh, yeah.
You can? I can't do a flip. I've always been very jealous of people who could.
My most is like 12 people I flipped over total, and then my highest is 6'4".
Well, can you? Oh, no, I don't need you to flip over me. Can you just Can you show us the flip, man?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All right, give us a little something. Let's go.
Oh, look who's here.
Oh, flex. Buff, ready to go.
All right, Split, I'm going to get you back here real quick for me. Oh, my God.
Watch the lights up top.
All right, here we go. Hold that.
Okay.
I need some noise for a second.
Savannah Bananas. And, of course, hey, hold on. I got one thing I just noticed, Sam. What's up with your teeth, man? My brother. That was good. Okay, y'all got me with that. All right.
Michael, there is no way we could have gone without that moment right there. All right, GMA will be with the Savannah Bananas tomorrow morning before the bunch takes over Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia, 7 Eastern. You can see it tomorrow on ESPN at 7 Eastern.
Now, and we're headed back down south again to Deborah Roberts, who's in Georgia for our 50 States in 50 Weeks. And Deborah, you've got some sweet history to share.
Oh my gosh, Rebecca, so much. You know, they call it the Peach State, but Georgia is known for so much more, from music to pop culture to cuisine, and of course, so much more.
Georgia's on our minds. Just ask Ludacris or Ray Charles. Georgia's remained one of the most unique states, dating back to when it became one in 1788. I mean, where else can you ride down the longest urban whitewater course? Visit the largest aquarium in America. Witness the most prestigious golf tournament. Or take a bite out of the world's largest peach cobbler. But the Peach State actually produces the most pecans in the U.S. Some of the biggest newsmakers were born here. Martin Luther King Jr., President Jimmy Carter, Jackie Robinson, and this man. You might not know his name, but his invention is a thirst quencher. Georgia's where those bulldogs are tween the hedges, as UGA, my alma mater, is the first state-chartered university in the nation.
Your Hall of Fame in my book.
So many big-budget productions are shot here.
Hallelujah!
They call it the Hollywood of the South.
Hello.
Right, Forrest?
My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates.
An unforgettable place you can take a bus, plane, or that midnight train.
On that midnight train to Georgia. Leaving on the midnight train.
Yeah. The Midnight Train to Georgia. My brother loved that song. This has been such a kick to get a chance to spend some time in my old stomping ground. Not Savannah necessarily, but the state of Georgia. And it has not disappointed. All of the historic sites here and the people. And you know what? Forget the heat, because Georgia women don't sweat. We glow.
That's right. You are always glowing, Deborah. Thanks so much for bringing us all of this. And the next state on our 50 States in 50 Weeks is Connecticut. Woo, woo. So we'll see you there.
All right, now to our Summer's Best Bites series this morning. It's all about cooking a staple. the hot dog. We're here with Jared Kerr and Joachim Boyle, co-owners of Dog Day Afternoon in Brooklyn, and they have some tips for perfecting your hot dogs. Guys, welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
It's really nice to have you.
It's great to be
and the
here.
smell is incredible, by the way.
Fantastic. In your opinion, and I know we're going to see you in the third hour too.
Yep. Yes.
What's your best go-to way to cook a hot dog?
Well, we firmly believe, without a doubt, you should be steaming. The reason being is that all the flavor gets trapped in the dog, especially if you're using natural casing, which is what we do use. And as you can kind of see, when it is getting steamed, it gets that classic sort of looks like a cartoon dog, you know?
Right.
So we always go with the steam, traps in the flavor, it doesn't get waterlogged.
Bite into it.
Nice snap.
Yeah. Nice.
So we use a little rice cooker steamer like this. It's very simple, a little water in the hull, just put them in the basket on top, makes them perfect, but there's a little hack
but
for
if
home.
you don't have like a rice cooker or a steamer, you could always just boil up some water, get like a little strainer, put the dogs on, put a lid on it, and it works just fine.
It's perfect. Now, I mean, it's summertime. I just want to walk out the door. I know this is the right way, but I want to throw them on the grill.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people do. What can I do to make that work?
Well, on the grill, always just keep an eye on it, you know? Don't drink too many beers. And what you also
is that what I'm doing wrong?
But what you can do too, if you don't have a grill, you could always use a cast iron skillet, throw them on there, and if you like a little bit of char to it,
Yeah,
you
show
could
everyone. I don't know if we don't have the roof camera, but show them that because that looks amazing.
Yeah, you can just see it. You could just butterfly it and you char it, and it's absolutely delicious.
Yeah.
More surface area.
Yeah, that's kind of my go-to. We've only got a few seconds left. Dog Day Afternoon.
Yeah.
I mean, shout out to you. I just read Pacino's book. It's outstanding.
Oh, yeah.
Just 1 second on why you went with that?
Yeah, well, so the neighborhood that we're in, the film was actually filmed in that neighborhood, and we're across the street from where it was filmed. So it worked out pretty perfectly. And a little shout out to John Cazale there. He's a good guy, too.
Yes.
He's not with us.
The late John Cazale.
That's right.
They're fantastic.
All right.
Hey.
Fantastic. All
Help
right.
yourself, by the way.
I am.
Jared and Joe will be back on GMA3 to show us how to make some classic hot dog recipes. Coming up, focusing on your self-care, the new treatments that will leave you glowing and refreshed. One mom of four tries it out.
Thank you very much.
Welcome back. So summer now in full swing and a great time to focus on self-care. This segment is sponsored by Massage Envy, and you know they have a great new targeted facial service. And one busy mom and teacher got the chance to try it all out. Take a look. Busy mother of four, Ann Maldonado is a dedicated educator who's been working in classrooms for nearly 30 years in Arizona. While juggling it all, though, Ann says, sadly, she does struggle to make time for herself.
I feel like I kind of put myself on the back burner a lot and don't put a lot of emphasis on myself. I also have 4 daughters, so that has always taken up a little bit of my time.
To focus on her self-care before the school year begins, Ann is visiting a local Massage Envy. With franchise locations around the country, our sponsor, Massage Envy, is the destination for massage, stretching, facials, and now they offer targeted skincare treatments.
You know your skin best. Massage Envy is launching new results-driven facials. This is a reimagined skincare experience that's built around what customers care about most. Some of the most common skincare concerns would be aging, hydrating the skin, calming or soothing, helping with blemishes.
I've had facials before and I love them. I have not been to Massage Envy, so I'm super excited for this experience.
Massage Envy provides a full range of services, including an age-defying facial that can help smooth the appearance of fine lines, a brightening facial which revitalizes dull skin, a calming facial to soothe and hydrate for a refreshed look, and then there's a clarifying acne facial for blemish-prone skin, and a tone-balancing facial which aims to even out skin tone and texture.
Your esthetician will use professional, high-quality products from Marini Skin Solutions or PCA Skin. They'll also take a look at your skin and recommend the best treatment plan for you.
First up, Ann meets with her esthetician, Hannah, for a consultation.
So I see that anti-aging and dry skin, some breakouts are your skincare concerns today, is that correct?
Yes.
Perfect. So with your skin concerns, I'm definitely going to be doing the age-defying facial on you today.
Okay.
I'm going to take you back to the treatment room.
starting with a cleansing and steam treatment, and then to help brighten her skin, an exfoliation mask is spread evenly onto Anne's face. Next up, a scrubber is used to remove the upper layer of dull skin, followed by a targeted treatment mask, formulated to address Anne's unique needs.
And help with fine lines and wrinkles, hydration, and acne.
After a gentle massage, the finishing treatments are applied, such as a specialized serum, some eye product, lip balm, and more.
I feel very refreshed, I feel rejuvenated and ready to start the school year. Now I know why people do this as part of a routine. It feels so good.
But that's not all. The day ends with a big surprise.
Well, Anne, we are so excited that you enjoyed your facial today. To help continue on your skincare journey, we are actually gifting you with a 12-month fully paid membership to your local Massage Envy franchise location.
Oh, that's so exciting. Oh gosh, that's amazing.
Well deserved. Congratulations, Anne. And so exciting. There's nothing like a good facial to give you a glow, and you can check them all out right now at select locations. Head to Good Morning America's social pages to learn more about that. We'll be right back.
GMA Ready, Set, Glow is sponsored by Massage Envy, where better begins.
Hey, we got to say, we got to give a big thank you to the most popular team in town. Savannah Bananas. Yes, that's right. Thank you guys, man.
Thank
so
you.
much fun. Go check out the Savannah Bananas and to Deborah and our team in Savannah, Georgia. Thank you, Deborah. And a big thank you to our guy, Joe Buck. Come here, Joe. Thank you, Joe. Thank you. And you're joining GMA 3 this afternoon because we are putting you to work, man.
Yes.